Another way to describe the breath is like it's the guest. Your body is like the house or the home or the temple. Some of us call it the castle or the sanctuary. But the breath is like a guest. So when I invite the guest in, I leave my doors open. I allow the guest to wander through every room. And when it's time for the guest to go, the guest goes of its own accord. I don't push the guest out. I don't rush the guest out. So when we practice this, when our being starts becoming more expansive, our domain, our internal garden, our internal landscape becomes much more fulfilling, much more embodying. That's why I always relate everything back to the breath. Because wow, what's the first thing that you did when you was born? I'll give you one guess. You took a breath. And what's the last thing you're going to do before you go? Does that make sense? And that's why we look at that's why we watch the breath, because it always brings us back to the present moment. All these regrets that you have, brother, I promise you, my love, just watch the breath. And you realise that, wait a minute, why am I even thinking about that? Isn't it more important that this breath comes and goes? Everything becomes very trivial after that. But in the beginning, it's a practice, because none of us, most of us in this land that I am now living in, I realise many of us was not taught this. I'm very lucky. I come from a line of ancestry where we're reminded this from young. When we're younger and someone loses their temper, we say, hey, watch your breath. We don't say, watch your mouth. If someone gets too excited, we say, hey, watch your breath.
That's nice.
Yes? I'm very lucky. I come from this ancestry. So in this land here, not many people know this, but that's why I'm reminding you guys. Like I say, we're not miracle workers, we just remind. Because everything that you need is right there, and you know this. There was a time in your life, not so far ago, where you felt like one. And my love, that time will come back again. The moment you rejoin the present moment. Which isn't it? When you're traveling, when you're
good to know. Yeah.
When you're in the present moment, everything is ready for you. You're not worried. You're dancing through life. You're singing through life.
Yeah.
Yeah.